Skyrim, a game that lived for so long and is still played by millions. People love and cherish this game, and me, I have no idea what this fucking thing is. Okay, so I got Skyrim on Nintendo Switch in 2019, killed a chicken in a town, got hunted and killed by the civilians, respawned, got killed again, and uninstalled it. I still don't know how these battle scars got on my case though. Recently, however, I bought an Xbox copy. It's so dirty and wrinkly, you can tell it was owned by a Skyrim fan. And so, I think I'm ready to give it a shot and talk about Skyrim and see how it goes. I don't have much experience with Bethesda games in general. I played Doom, but I think this might be slightly different. And I own Fallout 4, but have never put the disc in. Yeah, I make the most out of my purchases. Right off the bat, I'll certainly give them one thing. The game doesn't look terrible for 2011, and the character creator is really complex. I decided what better way to play than make Shrek. Now, I'm gonna be wholly honest here. First-person games aren't necessarily my thing, so if there's one thing I'm not too keen on, it is the first-person perspective and the jank that kind of comes with. However, I'm also stubborn and refuse to play the game in third person, as I'm very convinced that this game was designed for a first-person perspective, and that means I simply cannot allow myself to play it any other way than how it was intended. While having a lot of lore when you dig real deep, and I'm no Elder Scrolls professional, this game you play as the Dragonborn, a person who has the blood of a dragon in them, as all the dragons are coming back to Skyrim to terrorize the whole place under the rule of Alduin. Having the blood of the dragon means you are Dragonborn, and you have the ability to learn and master dragon shout techniques, which are basically really powerful spells. You yell pretty cool, and they do things like whip you forward. You're right. And you must gain all the knowledge, collect the Elder Scrolls that you can, and stop Alduin. And you know what? It's cool. It's an RPG. They've fully fleshed out this world. It's full of various cities you can explore that aren't even important to the main story. A lot of the NPCs will have mini little side quests for you, and you can kind of just go around and watch things happen, which is perfect because this game is full of weird bugs that aren't necessarily game breaking, but what's going on here? Should I call someone? And I have to appreciate that you don't really need to master all of the mechanics to do good and beat Skyrim. I was able to complete the game and I never learned how to use this table or brew potions. It's just not necessary. It will make your journey a hell of a lot easier, but you don't have to. And the same goes for the side quests. I may not be a heavily side quest person, but I can see the amount of detail that they put into these characters in these worlds where these little quests can pop up. Sometimes you'll have something simple like getting a certain crop for someone, or other times you'll have an entire major long side quest line, such as the college quest line, which is, I'm pretty sure, the main side quest that I beat in my playthrough. Like, this starts as me just joining the college, and now there's a giant fucking orb? What? And I love all the dungeons. As much as I tend to get my arse beat when I'm underground, I do enjoy being down here. I like the aesthetic of these caves, even though my screen makes it really hard to see a damn thing in there. Overall, this game has some really beautiful set pieces. All the dwarven places have this awesome gold mechanical feel, despite the fact that it's super advanced, but you don't normally see advanced mechanical tech in things. This whole bioluminescent cave section is wonderful, and one thing that this game does perfectly is being able to distract you, or at the very least keep you hooked. Throughout my entire 20-hour campaign, it wasn't comprised of little bursts here and there, which sometimes I catch myself doing with games that aren't too engaging. Instead, I played about 4 or 5 times, but I was sat down for 5 or 6 hours in a row, just fully immersed and taking in the adventure of Skyrim. I mean, it just keeps you interested. You have to settle a civil war, you can fight random dragons, you have to catch a dragon, you have to speak to a dragon, there's so many goddamn dragons. Look at these puzzle rooms with the Elder Scroll in it that you must do to understand it. You have to read an Elder Scroll to look at the past and see how Elderwin was sealed so you can learn the shout to do it yourself when you track him down in Sovereigngard, the Nordic underworld. And who could forget? Realism. I love messing with weird physics. Come on, Bethesda. Oh, shit. Oh, he's stuck. Wait. Okay, he's alive. He's alive. He's alive. Come on. Come on, Shrek. Throughout the game, you also gain kind of acquaintances or sidekicks that you can keep around with you. For example, Lydia follows you for the majority of the game until you play the Dawnguard Vampire expansion pack and replace her with a vampire. I'm keeping this one. And you should subscribe if you agree, because... Why must you do this to me?
I am so lonely.
And speaking of the way that Skyrim keeps you hooked, I played the entire Vampire DLC in one sitting. 8 hours sat playing Skyrim, and I enjoyed it. I was a vampire, I was having fun. Even when I was dueling the big head vampire and he glitched, I was still enjoying it straight to the end. Taking the absolute piss, bruv. Skyrim, bro. Okay, maybe not 100%. The game did have a few crashes and bugs, but that's expected from Bethesda in all fairness. And hey, even the DLCs give you massive choices. In the Dawnguard DLC, you can choose to join vampire hunters or vampires. I think it's pretty obvious which one I picked, judging by the appearance of Shrek right now. The second main DLC is Dragonborn, a DLC that takes you to the map of Morrowind, the first 3D Elder Scrolls game completely redone for Skyrim. Bringing you here after you're attacked by cultists. It's set with its own side quests, its own caves, an entire new map of exploration with the aim to bring down Mirak, the first Dragonborn. Hey, stop that. You're messing up my magicka. And while I definitely wasn't high level enough to beat him, I was able to consistently just hide and dupe him while I healed, as it's under his armpit. It's like when you like the fake stab in like a play or something, and you got to do it in the armpit so it looks like it's gone through. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't do a lot in this one. And kind of the game in general, as I said, I'm not really massive on side quests, and a game has to truly grip me to get me to do them. And unfortunately, as good as Skyrim was, and as much as it did keep me interested, it kept me interested in its main story and not too much all the random little tidbits you can find around. So I didn't really do much in the Morrowind map aside from the main quest, meaning this DLC, while probably having a lot more content than the Dawnguard DLC, only took me about 3 hours to do compared to Dawnguard's 8. And speaking of not doing everything that this game has to offer, I very much did not do anything magic related. I tried my hand at a few spells, but was certainly not good at them. The only spells that I found myself consistently using within the game's combat were healing spells, while I hid to get myself prepared to continue using my one-handed mace and shield combo. What can I say? I'm old-fashioned. I like to bludgeon my enemies. This is cheating. And I'm not a cheater, I just get a little bored of Skyrim. After finishing Alduin, the final fight of the main game in this amazing setting, despite the fact that he's just a regular dragon basically, I continued on to the DLCs, and when I finally got my way through those DLCs, my first thought wasn't, I'm so keen to play more Skyrim and explore the side quests. My first thought was, I'm gonna play Mario Kart. Even that one. Is that a fault of the game? No, it's just me personally, I wasn't as engaged as several others were. And that's okay. Maybe Bethesda games aren't explicitly my exact thing. I'm still willing to give them a shot because I like to give every game a shot and I want to beat my whole backlog. And just because I don't enjoy Skyrim as much as the next guy, doesn't mean I don't respect the massive achievements that the game has made. It is sold incredibly, it has made such a mark on the industry, and it has been enough to sustain the Elder Scrolls franchise for a long time. If Skyrim is your go-to comfort game, that's awesome that you have one. I really enjoyed my time with Skyrim and I respect it immeasurably, but it's not something that I'm exactly itching to pick back up. Who knows, maybe I'll pick it up on Switch again one day to give a few more side quests and another campaign a shot, but for now, I just wish I could kill some chickens and get away with it.